Welcome back to another episode of the You're Not a Mean Godcast. I am Lord Jamar.
And I'm Rod Digger.
Joining us again this week is the one, the only, Schizo, a.k.a. Black Belushi. What's up?
Black Belushi.
What's up, bro?
I'm waiting for my college shirt to come in. I'm
Okay.
sweat every time I come here.
Get that Chicago Black Hawk shirt. That's what he had on in that picture. Chicago Blackhawks hockey shirt.
Yeah, get that.
Yeah, get that too.
Sounds awesome.
You have such pretty hair.
Oh, well, thank you.
He's follically unchallenged.
I've had problems actually with that. An ex-girlfriend shaved my head while I was asleep so she can make a weave out of it. So
No, you have like awesome, like you have the perfect like 3B kinky curly texture. Like bitches pay hundreds of dollars for that shit.
Yeah, that's
What
why.
number would that be? Do you
That's
think?
the color. That's definitely number 2.
Well,
like sandy brown, dark sandy brown.
Sandy brown.
Yeah, it's like a number 2.
Okay, well.
I remember I was in L.A. and some guy tried to pull my hair like it was a wig, and it's in the standard. I'm not allowed to go in anymore. So
Actually, it could be mixed with a 4 because you've got some light brown tints in it. So yeah,
Okay,
it's good shit.
Weaveology. Today's mathematics is knowledge. You got to know the ledge, which is the light, so you don't fall off the edge into darkness. Knowledge is the foundation of all things, and we need knowledge in order to move and do all things in life. So, peace on this knowledge day. Well, shit. Also today is Sunday.
Right.
And for a lot of people, today
happy birthday,
is a holiday or
Mom. Happy birthday, Mom.
holy day, however you'd like to pronounce it. Oh, today's your mother's birthday?
Yep.
Happy birthday, Mrs.
Yeah,
Mrs.
Mrs.
Belushi.
Mrs. Frenick. Yes. Happy birthday.
Mrs. Fernick.
Yes, Miss Frenick. Happy
Miss
birthday.
Fernick, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
From the You Know What I Mean Godcast. You have a fine young man here.
Fine, very fine.
A fine young man.
Unfortunately, I have no gifts for you because it's April Fool's, and every year I say I get you one, but I won't.
Right.
It's terrible.
We believe you when you say that you never met John Belushi. We believe her.
Yeah.
I guess this is just a weird coincidence.
Yeah, maybe so.
Anyway, so for a lot of people today, they're celebrating Easter,
Yep.
right?
They're probably at church as we speak.
And it's simultaneously April Fool's Day.
Right.
April Fool. You're looking like a fool. I love saying that. Like a fool. You sound like a fool.
Anatomy-wise, can I ask you guys questions? Where does a bunny and eggs fucking cross? Does eggs lay bunnies? Bunnies lay eggs? Eggs, bunnies, bunnies, eggs?
They don't. It's about symbolism.
Easter bunnies, Easter
You see,
eggs.
an egg, represents life and rebirth, and
the bunny?
A bunny is supposed to represent, fertility, because it's an animal that reproduces very fast, and they like to fuck and all
you're
that.
born to repopulate.
So that's where fucking like a jackrabbit comes
Easter, where you can get pregnant and it'd be
Whoa, whoa,
okay.
whoa, 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 whoa.
I just thought that
Honey,
was
it's
gonna slide.
Easter. Let's
I
fuck
just
like
tried to
rabbits.
slide that in real quick.
Don't
Let's
tell
fuck
me
like rabbits.
you've been on this planet this long and you are just now figuring out
I'm just now
what
making the
fucking like a
correlation.
jackrabbit means.
Well, I mean, I just assumed that
It just meant fast.
jackrabbits fuck fast.
Yeah, rabbits multiply very fast.
Okay.
That means
And they
just
fuck
letting off-
fast, too, so it's like-
I'm done one.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah, that's, see, that was
You
one
want
of those
twins,
like
triplets?
context. That was one of those like context clues things. Something you just figured out. Has there ever been a thing that you feel bad that you don't know, like at a certain point in life that you're just too?
Oh, where you're just figuring it out type of
Yes,
shit.
You're
yes.
like too ashamed
Yes.
to say out loud
It's-
or even
Yes,
ask.
I wanted to know, why is it that a hot dog pack comes in 10, but the buns come in a pack of 8?
Shit like that, right?
And my man is like, and I was thinking of that too. Alex said, and I
what
was
am I
thinking of
supposed
that.
to do with the other two?
Or how about knowing a person for so long, so many years, and you really don't know their name?
Yeah.
And it gets to like a
Oh,
point.
well, you can never ask them.
And it gets to a
You
point
can
of
never
like
ask.
you can't never say, "See, what's your name?"
Nah,
again?"
you know what I'll do? I'll just wait till we go somewhere where they gotta show ID, and I'll just look over and be like,
Nah, because that's
Hey, yo,
that
Jamal,
might
yo,
not
come
even
on, let's go,
happen. You know
Jamal,
why? Because
right?
we
Yeah,
already
Jamal.
in the spot when I see you. You understand? You are now my man. Yeah, that's my man. Yo,
Right.
my man, yo, homie.
And how about when you got to introduce them to people? Like, yo, this.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But that's when you have the chance to. Cause you almost let niggas just introduce themselves.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
And then at
yeah,
that moment,
yeah.
that's when your ass better be on point and be like, what is this motherfucker's name? I'm probably gonna forget anyway because I'm just bad with names, but I'm great with faces.
Now, what if you met somebody and your boy spoke sign language and met someone else who spoke sign language and he was just like,
Listen,
I just told him my name and you're just like,
you're sidetracking me right now. Let's talk about some of the pagan origins. Well, I don't even like to use the word pagan, but let's talk about the fact that, well, first of all, what do they say that this is supposed to be about? This is like when Jesus died and like
No.
supposedly came back to life. Like, what do the Christians think Easter's for?
Good Friday is when he died, and Easter Sunday
is when he rose.
resurrected.
but if he died on Good Friday, why is it good? Why not Mournful Friday?
That's a good question.
Jesus is dead. It's so good. It's good.
Well, for those of
never
us
knew
that
that.
understand that this is all really an astrological occurrence when the sun appears to go and die for 3 days and then it rises again.
If you really want
on
to
the horizon.
if you really must know, my opinion is that God's an alien.
No. Anyway. No. Anyway. But there's a lot of other shit that goes into this. Okay, there was ancient Sumerian texts and gods and goddesses, and you know that's where a lot of this stems from. So you have one goddess. You may have heard the name Ishtar before. You ever heard of Ishtar?
I have, although
You don't know where. You can't quite place it, but
Yeah,
yes,
just-
Ishtar
just
is one of those
things
names.
you learn over
yeah,
the
that you
years.
hear Ishtar. Well, Ishtar was actually a female, and Ishtar can also be Astarte. This is the root of where Easter comes from. Astarte, Estar, Easter. You see what I'm saying? Like.
Okay.
And this is something that I think we need to really study as people, because a lot of times we talk about the dictionary and the definitions of words, but the definitions of words change over time. See, what we really need to start studying is etymology. Right. Etymology is the true meaning of words and where they start and how they change over time.
Kind of like where amen came from.
Amen Ra. You see what I'm saying? Yet all religions say amen because they're showing you where it all came from, what the root is, which is from, what they call the Egyptian mystery systems, and Amen Ra being the god. Yeah, so that being said, these are how different names and things start one place and transform over time and different languages as it moves geographically and all that. Yeah, so this is how you get the etymology from like Astarte to Easter. And there's a lot of things that we're going to go over in this show, not just about Easter, but like just how etymology and the root of words, and you can really see what something means if you break it down. Like, we use certain words all the time, but if we really break it down,
it really comes down to the base word and the prefix and the suffix.
Right, but we don't really pay attention to that a lot. We just use these words sometimes.
I had to in the process of preparing for the SATs in my school, they made us take a year of Latin because most of the Romance languages are derived from Latin. So
it's funny how they call it Romance language. What the fuck is a Romance language? What's that even mean?
I don't don't
It's
know.
because
I
us
guess,
Latin
I guess it's because
lovers.
supposed to sound pretty.
Yeah, because they
Us Latin
right.
lovers.
Because they try to
We
make
are,
their
we are
shit.
fine lovers.
They try to make
romantic.
their shit sound pretty.
We are
Like
live lovers.
yeah, as if you know.
Because
Africans, we got thousands
Roman,
of dialects in Africa, and you can't tell me that there ain't none of them that sound sexy or pretty or whatever the case may be.
But back to what you were saying, the word Roman is a romantic.
True.
Okay.
But look how the meaning has changed over time. See, Roman, you right. It does come from Rome.
Which also is where Saint Valentine.
But the word romantic has come to mean dealing with love and
Saint Valentine.
Yeah.
If you look up that history, that's also a Roman myth.
Romance
Yep.
is not just thought of as a place in Rome. You know what I mean? It's thought of as an expression of love.
But in reality, people
Which
over
is some
there-
bullshit.
People over there back in the day
Because
were more
the
into
Romans
bromance.
are far from the most
Ruthless.
loving people
Yeah.
on this fucking
No,
planet.
they were
Ruthless
into bromance. Actually.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
cut the bullshit.
Bromance orgies and stuff.
Which leads us into April Fools. Cause you a fool if you even fucking with this damn Easter shit right now. You at church with your Sunday best on, like this is a special day for you. God damn it, you're looking like a April Fool.
Just
My brother's gonna be dying when he see this episode, cause we always say this amongst ourselves and shit. Yeah, so this is almost like an inside joke going on right now.
Okay.
With the fool, you're acting like a fool. Anyway, so yeah, April Fool. I'm gonna tell you what the gods used to say, and this ain't no shit you're probably gonna find on the internet and all that, right? But the mythology behind April Fools that we used to hear was that was the day that the white man, John Hardy Hawkins, went over there and said, Assalamu alaikum. He spoke in the original language to the people in Africa, to the ones that, they did trick to come over here, because it wasn't this whole gangster, yo, come here. Now, first of all, we did speak about, yes, we were over here too, but yes, they did get some of us from Africa and bring us here. They even did bring some of us from here and bring us to Africa. That's a whole nother story we're going to talk about. But originally, they went to us and said, I'll give you more gold for what you're earning right now. Although all the gold and diamonds is in Africa, but these particular brothers and sisters didn't necessarily know that.
Okay.
hey, I'll pay you to work on your own backyard.
Basically, I'll give you more
I'll give you
than what's
something.
over. You have everything right now. You have all the gold and shit. But I'm gonna offer you more. So basically, greed tricked you over here. You see what I'm saying? And that's a lesson to be learned too. Like we had everything we needed, and we thought there was more than 360 degrees. We thought there was 366. So we were tricked to come over here. Then once we're over here, oh shit! Now you can pull out the guns and the shackles and all this type of shit, and then go back and tell my people, oh, your people's doing great over there. They miss you, yo. They got fucking kingdoms over there. You need to come over there, really. You know what I mean? Come on. Few fucking times of doing that. Now we weakened you motherfuckers. Now we can go over. Now we took all the strongest men and even the strongest women. Now we can go over there and just pluck motherfuckers away. It's the path of least resistance, which kind of leads us into gun control and all the shit that we see with all these school shootings and all that. It always leads to gun control, and it's about trying to take guns away from the people. And who's going to do that? People with guns, the government.
Do you know this is?
And then they're going to be the only ones with the
These are all the
guns.
same topics that's just being recycled over and over again throughout centuries and decades. It's all about fear and hope.
Right.
That, if you have fear in the people, you control them. If you have hope in the people, you control them. And they just find ways to manipulate it and either or to keep people going. Oh, gun shootings in schools. Oh my God, I'm fearful. Don't worry, we'll throw rocks at them. Did you hear about that? The teacher that said that he's gonna have buckets of rocks. Yeah, if someone comes in, we'll just stone them. Like that's what he said. If you look it up, there's a teacher that actually said we'll defend our schools with stones.
Wow.
Bless their hearts.
That's some real
You
archaic
got 6-year-old, 7-year-old kids that can't even throw dodgeballs. You want them to throw stones?
Bless their hearts.
Alex, what's my time? Okay, cool. Well, that's kind of crazy. That sounds really archaic. Like we're going to throw stones at a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to see the face of the guy holding a AR-15 looking at a bunch of kids throwing stones at him. What do they think? What do they think the outcome of that is going to be?
Get them, kids.
A motherfucker going to be irritated as a motherfucker, I'll tell you that. Getting hit with rocks and shit.
Whole classroom will be dismissed in that way.
Shouts out to Stormy McDaniels.
Well,
just
now you got that out the way. Dicker, you looking like you getting ready to go to the motherfucking, I don't know where you going, to the prom or something?
Tonight is ladies' night. Shouts
and the feeling's right?
She got a bunch of mermaid fins on her nails.
You cool in the gang in it?
It's my best friend's birthday.
What is she, an Aries? What's her sign?
She's Aries, yes.
Okay.
Oh, good
all
Lord.
the way, so, yeah.
God bless you for having an Aries.
We're about to
friend.
go do things that fire signs do. Sagittarius, Aries, you know.
And are you staying on this side of the pond, or are you heading into the city?
We'll probably stay on this side, you know.
I don't even want to tell them really what this side of the pond is, but we are on the side of a pond. But there's a lot of ponds that we could be on the side of.
Yeah, but these are the ponds where like the fish from The Simpsons swam in with the 3 eyes. It's that type of pond. I keep looking at your nails. They're like really aquatic, like Atlantis.
Thank
it's really
you.
nice. So they're really good. They make me want to drink Crown Royal.
Sparkly and bluey. And
yeah, I like it. Like mesmerized, like oh.
It's called Ocean Winters, the color.
There it is, Ocean Winter, with little pearls on it. It's cool.
So we got 5 minutes, what, like 2 minutes left? All right.
Any comments? I actually didn't get into the comments this week. I had a really busy week, guys.
What'd you do this week, real quick?
I don't know, actually. I just know I was late to every single thing. I have no idea what I was doing. I was working a lot. I was doing a lot of work. I've been taking my mom to the gym.
Oh.
So that was like a task in itself.
Mom, what gym?
Lifetime Fitness.
I've never heard.
What y'all working on?
Do they play all Lifetime movies there?
What kind of exercise y'all doing?
Well, she's doing aqua aerobics.
Oh, okay.
She's doing aqua aerobics,
She's not trying to get them squats.
I do Pilates and core blast, and I do all this other stuff that means nothing when I leave and eat a whole basket of fried chicken.
Yeah.
But just some mommy and me time. She's retired now, so she's a little has all this free time on her hands and all this pension pay falling out of the sky. So I'm just helping steer her down the path of righteousness so she can have a nice, blissful retirement.
All right, well, check it out. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, I want to talk about the South African president who wants to take the land back from the white people and give it to the black people. And then I also want to talk about the slave who taught Jack Daniels how to make motherfucking whiskey, and now they just acknowledging the brother and...
I'm just gonna be a student today. I'm just here to listen to you drop all this knowledge.
We're gonna keep it knowledge packed today. Let's go. Not to being Godcast.
Even when it comes to look at the areas of activity, when it comes to religion, what? Black church. Yet, if you run across a white person, he'll say Christian church. And then the black person say, oh yeah, well my church is Christian. It wouldn't be a church. I was raised up in the Christian church. You say, yeah, but people call it a black church. Well, that's just an expression that we use. We who? We Christians? How come white people ain't packing in your church? You got thousands of them. Is there something inferior about your religion? They come and take a look and say, oh, I can look at your religion and tell it's invalid. Therefore, I'm not coming to your church. It's a church. it's a Christian church, and I'm a white man, and I called it a Christian church. But when I came over there and took a look, I saw black people in that church, Christian church. And so, hey, that's a religion of another color. Oh, yes, that's a religion of another color. That has nothing to do with me. That's what that white person is saying. Otherwise, white people would go to any church that they saw on any corner when they moved in a town. And they would say, oh, there's a church down on the corner, so, you know. But somebody says, oh, but that's a black church. Oh. Yeah, but it's Christian hell, you know. That's a black church. That's a different thing altogether. No, I ain't going down there. For what? They don't have nothing to offer me. Well, they got the same Bible. I don't care what they got to say. They ain't got the same color I have. Got that? Are you crazy? And by now, they probably don't want me in there anyway. They'll think I shoot up the place.
Peace. It's the absence of all confusion. United we stand, divided we fall. 2 fingers together is the real peace sign, y'all. Brand Nubian peace gear. Hoodies. T-shirts. Snapbacks. Available at hoodg.com. Get yours today.